We're here at Farm Boy, a farm-to-table branded grocery store, and I wanted to show you this. Most of the eggs they stock are from Burnbrae, Canada's largest egg supplier. And this is their display, stuffed chickens clucking in a grassy field. It might make you think of happy chickens like this. But this isn't an egg farm. This is a chicken sanctuary. This is a Canadian egg farm, Burnbrae's massive company-owned factory farm in Lynn, Ontario. The average Canadian egg farm houses 23,000 hens, way more than the vision of old McDonald's farm. But on this Burnbrae mega farm, that figure is nearly doubled in each of its 8 barns. You won't find chickens happily clucking in grassy fields here. So we went undercover to show you where Burnbrae eggs really come from. We found sick and dying hens, birds held by the wings, thrown and cut open. And of course, thousands upon thousands of hens in stacked wire cages.
They can't even spread their wings.
Look at it, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They just assume what's going on. They don't know. No one's ever been in here.
We're also going to show you what chickens are really like and how their personalities shine when they're given the freedom and space to be themselves.
Before we carry on, there's some drama. So when Steve was in here, Mario was still like a young boy, and he's been trying to get after Margaret. He thinks she's the hottest hen. And now Steve's not in here and Margaret's just there. So there's you might be capturing something funny.
Tamara Brown runs the Brown's Micro Sanctuary, a refuge for chickens rescued from the meat and egg industries.
My family started rescuing chickens when I was really small, like 12-ish or so. Yeah, a sanctuary is a place where the animals are given everything they need to thrive. They're not harmed, we don't breed them. We provide individualized medical care. Their well-being is like the priority. We always just try to do lots of different things, make sure everybody's got snacks and they've got access to different space. And Mario says hi. We have different little toys that we fill. They're very like food motivated. They really like their snacks. So we kind of put snacks into different things to try to make it fun. We can help as many as we can with what we have.
Hens from Farm Boy suppliers aren't so lucky. Farm Boy presents itself as a local alternative to big grocery chains. But like most major grocery stores in Canada today, Farm Boy is owned by one of just 3 major grocery conglomerates. Empire also owns Sobeys, and it's the Sobeys team that oversees animal welfare and sustainability for Empire's many brands, including IGA, Foodland, Safeway, and Longo's. Our investigation found chickens living in horrific conditions. Health issues were common.
Severe prolapse. So basically when they lay an egg, it kind of pushes their insides out. The burning has fatty liver. Like if you hit the birds, they die. We don't try to hit the birds hard, like we don't. But like if you just accidentally bump into them, some of them will die. But we've had issues in the cage barns where one level will get turned off for water. And yeah.
They all die?
Yeah.
Wow.
With over 300,000 birds, workers can't possibly identify and treat all of these problems on an individual basis.
Egg farming affects them in so many different ways. My little hen over here, Annie, had to go on a course of antibiotics because of what the egg farming had done to her little body. She was filled up with fluid and had to get a hormone implant to stop egg production just to save her life. Even in a sanctuary setting, we're still affected deeply by the consequences of egg farms.
Yeah. I think she's given up.
Injuries are also common at Burnbrae.
So what was the issue with these ones? Broken legs?
One was run, one was dying in my hand, and then 2 broken legs.
You kicked her hip?
Yeah.
Her hip is dislocated.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know what happened, but...
They've been pecking at her tail feather.
Oh, okay.
They'll just continue to peck the shit out of her.
Ooh.
One of the more disturbing practices we found was the farm's method of drawing blood for retroactive disease monitoring. The workers hold scared birds by a wing, pluck several feathers from around a vein, and then use a small blade to create an incision. Another worker holds a vial up to the bleeding wound until it's about half full.
Again, they just see them as objects, as not efficiency. Like that's now you created a risk for health problems and infection, especially in a dirty place like a farm. And there's like no pain relief or anything. No, it's not nice drawing blood on anybody, even when you do it properly at the vet. But then it's like you do it with their well-being in mind. That's not doing it with their well-being. That's just about, again, they're just objects and that's not efficient.
This bird vomited on a worker during a blood draw.
Ew, just cute though.
Ooh.
Sometimes when they get scared, they do vomit.
When they get scared?
Yeah.
But the worst part of these hens' lives is something that affects them every moment of every day. This is how Burnbrae advertises their eggs. Grassy fields and terms like nest-laid and nature egg lead consumers to think that these hens are living a comfortable life with implied access to the outdoors. Sobeys uses similarly deceptive marketing with their cozy coop eggs. But the reality is something else entirely. On this Burnbrae farm, at least 70% of hens are stuck in cages. That is 246,000 hens trapped in cages so small that they can't spread their wings.
So they, like the other thing, this is, so the two boys just had a bit of a spat. Not really much, they just kind of showed off and moved away. That's something they can't do on farms. They just can't get away from somebody they don't like.
To give you a better sense of how little personal space they have, we'll demonstrate with Tamara's chickens. In a conventional battery cage, the space that each bird has is about equivalent to a standard sheet of paper. These conventional cages have been widely criticized, and as a result, the industry has promised to move away from them. Instead, they're shifting to what they call enriched battery cages.
They are basically battery cages with a little bit more space, maybe a perch and a little flap for privacy for laying eggs.
Burnbrae creatively calls these eggs nest-laid.
Our nest-laid eggs come from hens raised in enriched colony housing.
We visited some agriculture events to let Burnbrae explain.
What is a nest-laid barn? What does that mean?
It's basically, so we have the chickens in, it's still a cage, but it's a little bit of a bigger cage.
Like, is there like bedding and stuff, or what's the, like, why is it called nest-laid?
It's just a better, nice word of saying nestled here.
Gotcha.
The birds are nestled in like a cage, right?
Okay, cool, thank you, appreciate that.
These enriched cages allow hens to have the equivalent of one legal-sized sheet of paper.
Look at that. Like we all know, but it's kind of crazy when you're standing above it.
According to a 2024 survey, only 1 in 5 Canadians could correctly identify that nest-laid eggs actually come from hens in indoor metal cages. This is obviously misrepresenting the reality of life for hens in cages. So while Farm Boy presents itself as the sustainable option among Sobeys brands, almost all of their eggs come from mega farms like this, owned and contracted by Burnbrae. Sobeys, Farm Boy, and Empire's other brands are already in hot water after failing to make any progress toward their cage-free commitments. Sobeys has faced protests across the country since we revealed horrible conditions at a BC supplier farm this past summer. While Empire reported another $700 million in profit over the last year, Sobeys and Farm Boy continue to fail hens and continue to fail their customers who are unknowingly paying premium prices for factory-farmed eggs. If you want to help chickens like Avi, Ruby, and Poppy, visit sobeysinvestigated.ca to take action.